Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Saturday, January 3rd of 2026. Yeah, we're already a few days into the new year. It's just how fast the last year has gone. So we've been in this house now for like a full year, so still a few renovations left to do, but just the minor finishing touches basically. So I'm going to say this year, no more renovations, just the minor decor stuff I finally get to do. But today I've got a quick shopping haul. I was at the mall just to drop my daughter off to meet her friends. And I'm like, I haven't really been to the mall. I mean, daughter, we did go and we couldn't really find anything. But today I thought, no, I've got time just by myself. So I took my time and I went up to Marshall's. I always forget if it's Winners or Marshall's, one of the two. No, this was Marshall's. And I thought, okay, I can just kind of take my time, walk around. What do I need? I've gone through my closet and I pretty much just donated everything. I've got a few pairs of jeans that I set aside that I'm going to sell. That don't fit me, like the Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein, those ones I've set aside because I can probably sell them for about $10-$30 a pair. All the other jeans that don't fit, I haven't worn in years, I just got rid of. Then I bought myself 4 new pairs of jeans, so I'm fine with pants. But it's shirts, I find that I have no shirts that I can button up anymore. I mean, unless I wanted to. I never really cared about the buttons doing it properly because I always layered my shirts with tank tops and everything. But I'm like, you know what? I really want that more finished, polished look, especially for Sunday mornings where your blouse isn't like popping open. So I'm like, fine, I got rid of any shirts that I just couldn't pull over properly, or with my shoulders, I have some movement issues. So I need looser shirts in the armpit area. So I found a lot of my the pullovers were fine, but it's the ones where I got to put my arm in the sleeves, like the button ups. I got to put my arm in the sleeve and I got to get it around to this side. They are tailored so tight that I needed extra movement. So I had to get rid of all my shirts. So I'm like, fine. So what I was looking for was just shirts. So I decided to see what Marshall's had in their clearance section. I had a whole bunch of stuff in my cart and then I went through each item. So I'm one of those people who I grab the cart, I fill it up. I do kind of look at style and price kind of before I put it in the cart, even if it's on a clearance. If it's still the clearance price is not good enough, I'm not going to buy it. So I had a whole bunch of shirts in the cart, and some of it was just, I went to the back corner to kind of go through everything. So I'm just watching my cats. She jumped and almost fell off the table. I know I shouldn't laugh, but it's kind of funny when they do their jumping thing and they miss. Okay. Anyways, yes, so my cart was full and I had a lot of nice shirts that looked really nice, but they just are not like, I mean, they're that office kind of look. And sometimes they're just too or they're very, very formal blouses with a lot of bling to them because we just had Christmas and New Year's. So all those type of stuff is on sale. And I'm like, I have nowhere to wear those. They're just, they're not quite, or they're so sheer. Like some of the tops, they look fine when they're hanging up and, front to back, they look fine. But when you hold them up to the light, you can see through them. It's like, I don't need any of that type of stuff. So took my time, went through all the shirts that I'd thrown in the cart. And so, go show what I got. Now, because I was buying clothes, I also just didn't feel like running back out to my car for a shopping bag. So I bought this one. It's got all these little fancy little chocolate drinks or puddings or whatever you want to call them on here. So it was $2 for this bag. But I do other things with these bags, like I turn them into pillows or decor pieces, or I just, reuse them as gift bags or, reusable bags and give them to my kids, things like that. So paid $2 for the bag. I got this set here. It was a set of 2. So I've got this black top, and it is a long sleeve, and it's got the, if I can hold this up so you can see, the top part is not round, it's more of like a square top. So I've got the black and the red. So it was a 2-piece set. And it's by Stella Cruz. $11. The original price, yeah, like 20 bucks. So $19.99. So almost half price. Again, it's one of those things where, you know, some of the tops, I did find some 2-piece tops I was just kind of looking at, but they still want to like so much for 2, and you divide that in half. So I mean, this way I'm saying I'm getting like $5 a top. Well, I guess $5.50, but $5 a top. Some of the other packs were $20 for 2, and that was the sale price, so I'd still be paying $10 a top. So I mean, I do always look for that deals if you can buy them in multiples. Those 2, and then there's this brown one here. I kind of like, you know, it's got like a high neck, which I like for the winter and stuff, but I like the way it comes down the sides. It's kind of scrunched in. Hard to see, you know, but I kind of hold this way. So both the sides are kind of scrunched in like that. And this top was on for $9, and it originally was $17, and it's made by Gaze. I got this nice blue sweater, which I love sweaters because you can do like, you know, I mean, it's not really a sweater. You can't really undo the buttons, but it's got that feel to it like a sweater. And I will put these over a blouse and have the collar pop through. Then it looks like you're really layered up. But even with this, it's got the white around the neck and at the bottom here. So it already looks like you're wearing a double shirt when you're not. And this was, I know the name. It had, what was it? Laura Ashley. And I got it for $11. The regular price is $19.99. And this little one here, nice little white and burgundy. It's kind of a bit see-through, so stuff like this is a little tricky. Just making sure you wear the right undergarments on, but I don't really, you know, see something like this, I would probably pair it with an extra long an extra long tank top. Kind of just, you know, it's the way I style my clothes. So this one is made by Urban Rebel, and the original price was $12.99, and I got it for $8. And then I found a couple pairs of workout pants just because I got rid of a lot of mine. So this pair here, I'm not even sure the brand on this. Let's see. Offline. And I don't know, because sometimes they do that when you buy them even new. They'll kind of cross out part of the name, so I can't quite make out what it says. It's Offline by something, and I cannot make it out through the... Even the tags are kind of cut a bit, and you know, it's too bad that they do that, but I understand why. Excuse me. So the original price on this was $9.99, and I got them for $6. You know, $6 for a little pair of thin workout pants. You know, it's fine. Then I got this other pair of workout pants. These, I love this. Going down the side, they got this braided cord. I love these style. Neither one of these have pockets. I love the exercise pants or yoga pants with pockets, but these ones did not have pockets. And these as well originally were $9.99, and I got them for $6 as well. And the name on this one, oh, it's the same one. It's the Offline by, and like I said, they took the marker and they crossed through there. So I don't know the full name. I'd have to look that one up. And then I also grabbed, you know, some just regular, you know, undergarment stuff. I'll just do this. They are made by Yummy. And so the original price is $19.99, and they were $10 a pair. So, you know, $20, and I got their packs of 5, so 10 pairs. So it works out to like $2 a pair, and they're just solid colors, no lace. They're just that nice spandexy type stuff. So there's no lace, no decals, nothing. So just regular underwear. So where did I put the receipt? Oops, just dropped my receipt. So the shirts and the pants and everything, my total was $72.99. There was $3.65 for GST. So my total was $76.64. And then I was at the mall, so I also stopped in at the dollar store. I was looking for picture hangers. I know they used to sell the larger pack. I couldn't find it. This was the only one that they had. And I just didn't feel like running around to any other stores today. So this was $1.50. It's just a picture hanging kit. I know I have one of these full of this stuff. I really want to get my pictures hung up. And so I just figured $1.50, that's going to help me get some of my pictures hung up. And then I also saw this. I don't know if this is worth it or not. So it was $2, and it is the whiteboard cleaning wipes. Beside my computer, I've got that cheap little whiteboard thing. It's actually more like a plexiglass kind of a thing, so it's not really a whiteboard. So I'm finding the whiteboard marker, or the whiteboard markers work on it, but the marker eraser is not cleaning it. And I have to spray it with, every time I want to change it. So once a week, I am spraying it with the cleaner and then wiping it off with a cloth. So I thought for $2, I will see if these work. Because I have seen these different wipes very cheap at other places. I just wasn't going to spend that kind of money. I'm one of those people who, I don't really like disposable things. I like things that you can reuse. So I'm not really a one-use kind of a person, unless it's for certain items. But I thought for $2, I will try this and see how well it works. I also just bought a pack of toothbrushes, $1.50 for 2 toothbrushes. I dropped mine last night. It fell off the sink. It fell between the wastebasket and the toilet. That was it. I didn't brush my teeth last night, so this is and I didn't have a spare toothbrush, which I don't understand where all the extra toothbrushes went, unless I know I had donated a bunch of brand new toothbrushes to the Women's Outreach program when we were moving. So I may have gotten rid of them all. So I had to buy myself toothbrushes today. And then I did find a pack of these. These are hard to find sometimes. And it's the cuticle sticks, the little wooden, they made of bamboo. I don't know. They just say wooden. Sometimes I get the bamboo ones. So $1.50 for 20, these little sticks. My daughter was doing her acrylics the other night and she asked if I had any, and I said, well, you have to look and see what I have left. I have maybe 5 left. So when I saw this, I bought it. I'm going to give it to her so she can have her own, and she won't have to keep grabbing the ones out of my makeup box, because then I never know what I have if she's just going to keep grabbing them. So it was $1.50 for 20 of those. I actually prefer the rubber and plastic ones that you can just clean and reuse, but occasionally I like these when putting on acrylics and you're using the glue. Not so much when I use the brush on, but when you're using the tube and the way it drips out, I find that glue actually wrecks the rubber. So these are good for, because they're just disposable. I also just, if the glue gets on here or anything gets on here like nail polish and stuff, you can just cut it off. Like just take a knife and just scrape it off. Just want to make sure it is, or sand it off so it's nice and smooth so you're not gonna cut yourself. Those, and then almost out of cotton balls, so I bought a bag of cotton balls. I guess you only get 100. I thought they sold them in packs of 300. I don't know. I just grabbed it. So $1.25. And then I saw these little plush shorts and I like them. They're like little breakfast on here. So you got your coffee, tea, croissant. I guess that should be like I guess that's like a waffle or something. These are just so cute and soft to wear around the house. $4.50 for these ones. I think that was everything from Dollarama. So my total was $12.25, 61 cents for GST. So my total is $12.86. And I just realized that my other stuff I've got in the hallway. So I'm just going to go and grab that and I'll be right back. All right, I have this. I actually bought this just a couple days after Christmas. I'm trying to find my receipt, what day I bought these. So I bought this on the, if I can read this, yeah, December 29th. So it was just, I think it got missed off my, I don't remember if it either got missed on my last video or I bought this after I made my last video. I'm not quite sure. My last shopping trip that I did. So I'm not sure. So this album is by Ado. And I discovered her because she has a soundtrack that she does for One Piece film Red. And so I got that soundtrack for my birthday. And I was listening to that. And also for my birthday, you know, I got the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack. So it's the only 2 CDs I have in my car. And then this came in just like a week before Christmas. And I was looking at it, but I'm going to say it was $44.99, and I can't see any reason why I would spend nearly $50 on a CD. But I did. I waited till after Christmas with some extra money. So this was $44.99 and then $2.25 for GST. So it was $47.24. So it's all in Japanese. There's no actual English songs on here. There's a few songs that have some English wording or phrasing, but you know, that's fine. She's one of my newest J-pop artists, I guess you'd say. It's 2 discs. Disc 1 is in my car. I only can listen to my CDs in my car, or unless I want to put my headphones on and use my disc player. My little Discman, I guess. So got the 2 discs. This one is in the car. They're really pretty decorated. I don't know what they say and all the Japanese characters. You know, maybe in the back, all the songs are all there. So you get 2 CDs. So each CD has 20 songs. So it's 40 songs. And in here you also get a little card. I like these. The K-pop one came with one as well. So I'm going to tack this up to my board when I get my board made upstairs. And it has, of course, the, oops, there's some other paper falling out. Don't know what that one is. It has all the lyrics to every song, but of course they're all written in Japanese. But that's fine. I mean, I want to learn Japanese, so I guess I can, you know, figure it out. That's what I was doing, figuring out the Korean. Is some of the songs I really like. I was writing them out in the, you know, like this would be Japanese characters, but I was writing them out in the Korean characters, and then into the Korean language written in like, I don't know how in like English letters, I guess, like using the English alphabet. And then translating it from that into actual English. So I'm kind of learning Korean and Japanese, listening to music and, you know, translating the songs that way. So I got this one. And finally, today on my way home, I wasn't going to stop, but the thrift store, I hardly ever go thrifting anymore. I just don't have time, don't really have money for that. I mean, yes, I'm spending all this money, but I find it's just when you don't have the cash flow, going shopping is not the same. But I thought, well, I'm here. I might as well stop in on my way home because it's like half a block from the mall and just a couple blocks from my house. So I thought I'd go in. So today it was yellow ticket was 50% off. So I found myself 5 skirts. First I went through the shirts and I found one shirt that I kind of liked. I'm like, if I'm walking in here, I want to at least find something to purchase. So I found one shirt. And then I decided not to get it because I decided for the skirts instead. I'm like, I just bought a bunch of shirts today. I don't need, you know, any more shirts that already look like stuff I have or what I'm getting rid of. But skirts is something I really do need. So got this nice cobalt blue knitted skirt. So it goes just, I don't even know how long the skirt goes. Let's see. This is going to be a little tricky. Let's see if I can So, yeah, just a little bit past my knee. Oh, let's see. Again, I'm not quite sure. That's why I always do the clothing in my room, because then I've got the mirror and it's just easier to see. So it's, you know, goes just a little bit past my knee. And I like the color, and I like that it's a knit. Now, I don't know if I have any clothing that's gonna go with the color of this skirt. It's such a bright blue, which you normally, when I have stuff like this, I have like a solid dress, not so much a skirt. So, but you know, was $6. All these skirts were $6, so they're half price, so $3. Oops, I gotta do this one up because I tried them all on. So on this one I saw and I'm like, oh, I love the belt in the front here. So it's a short skirt, so it goes just above my knee. But I love the detail on it. And it's like, you know, when I saw that, I'm like, that is my style of skirt. Oh, who made these? That's what I should say, yeah. So this cobalt blue one is Susie Shear, and this black one here is Yeast. I don't know that brand. You know, I mean, there's some brands I know, some brands I don't know. I'll save that one for last. This one here, it's made by Isaac Mitzra, something. Rawhide? I don't know. Rawhide, I think. I don't know. I'm one of those people, if I don't know, I try to say it, but probably saying it wrong. That's okay. And it's such an interesting color skirt. So again, it goes just below my knee. And it's such a nice, light, cream colored skirt. I'm like, I've never owned a cream colored skirt. Just thought it'd be just a change from anything else I have. Now, oops, don't want to lose that. So this was the first skirt I saw, and it's so long and so heavy. It feels like wool. It's just so heavy. I'm just, oh, it's oh, it is wool. It's polyester and wool blend, and nylon and yeah, it's polyester, wool, nylon, cotton, modal, and spandex. So it's a major blend of everything. But when you see them, when they got this big tag and it's telling you how to clean, you know, hang to dry, you know, like dry cleaning is recommended. So I do know it's got wool in it, and it feels like a heavy wool skirt, and it is quite long. I'm going to say it goes like down to my ankle. And it is made by Emmy Devereaux. And one of the things I like about this skirt is the back here. I'm going to do this up. So the back of the skirt has the zipper. And I tried it on, and with the zipper completely zipped down, I can barely walk. But when the zipper, you know, you can change the height of the zipper, so you've got more ability to, you know, movement. And I'm like, that is a nice winter weight skirt. We still got several months of winter left. You know, several months, yeah. Got about 3 or so months of winter. Not many cold days, but still, it'd be nice to have like a winter weight skirt. Finally, the last skirt. It's sad to say that I couldn't try it on just because I can't zip it up by myself, but I thought I'm gonna still buy it anyways just because. So it's just a simple black skirt, but it has no labels inside. They've been taken out. I'm always sad when, you know, buying, I mean, it's one thing when you're buying them new, like Marshall's Winners, when they cross that out, but it's really sad when you get them secondhand and the previous people cut the tags out. And I'm like, it feels like it's got like, you know, a good quality to it. And then I saw the side zipper here, which is not really functional. It's just a decorative side zipper. But I'm like, it's got some weight to this zipper. Well, first I thought this was the main zipper, but I don't know if it's not going to show up on camera because my thing is backwards. But it's Calvin Klein. So I got myself a Calvin Klein skirt, regular 6, only for $3. So I got each of my skirts were normally 6. They were all $3 each. So $15 for 5 skirts. And then I got to flip the camera this way to show the last thing I bought. Now these, been texting my daughter since I've been home, and she's already going to pay me for these. So it's these nice 3-drawer, they are made by Sterilite. Nice, 3 drawers. Got a blue one and a red one. There's like no damage. The blue one has a bit of tape residue where they had taped the drawers shut, which I think might have just been for moving because I've done that too. But yeah, so they were, let's do this, $9.50 each, so under $10. The other day I was at Walmart with my daughter because she was looking for these for her room, and they were like $40 brand new. And I told her, I said, we have some at home, let's just see what we've got. Do a quick measurement to make sure that what we have will fit. Also just do a quick measurement to see if what Walmart is selling, if they have the right ones. Now I will say these are supposed to come with the wheels. These no longer have the little wheels, which is not a big deal because I've got the wheels off all the ones in the basement that we have. I move around my house. And so I took the wheels off and I just have a drawer of wheels because when you stack them too high, that's what we usually do. You take the top off of one and then they kind of, and the bottom off the other, and they kind of stack. You don't need the wheels if you're going to stack. Now I could tell, I don't think these ones, they stack? Because I don't think these are the ones that stack. They might just sit on top because the way these lids are is a little bit different than the other ones I've had in the past. But that's okay if they don't, if you can't get them to stack. So my daughter said she will buy these when she gets home. So yeah. So my thing at the thrift store, the 5 skirts and the 2 whatever these are called, drawers. My total was $34 and then $1.70 GST. So my total was $35.70. So I know I spent quite a bit of money today, but like I said, it was things we need. Like I'm trying to get rid of extra clothes that just don't fit or I'm not going to wear, and I'm just trying to redo my wardrobe. It's been a while since I've done like a whole big get rid of everything and start from scratch. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to do that for every area of my house. We just did a major downsize, so I'm like, we're into this new year. I'm not going to do a lot of stuff I was doing before. Crafting wise, taking care of kids, a lot of that stuff I'm kind of done with. So my clothes, I kind of need to reflect where, what I plan on doing. And so just what fits and doesn't fit. So anything that does not fit, I used to save it thinking, oh, one day, just need to, do this or that. And, okay, I need to repair these. So I've got a stack of clothes that are like the repair pile. I'm like, what, I know I'm not going to. I'm like, if these clothes have been sitting in the repair pile for more than 5 years, then the clothes don't mean anything to me and I'm not going to get to repairing them. So I'm just going to pass them on. Same with any clothes that just don't, like I said, like all my tops I have to go through. If I can't if I can't get my arms to the sleeves, or if I can't pull them over my head, they are gone. It doesn't matter how much I spent on them. I have, before we moved, I did a huge cleaning out of my closet. So I went down to, all I have is exactly what I wore when I was doing that in the last like 2 years ago. So anything that's, I'm like, all this stuff is like old older clothes, and like I don't buy myself too many brand new clothes. It's all like secondhand, so it's easier to get rid of. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is just going through. And so I'm like, I can buy myself a few staples, spend a little bit of money. But like I said, I've got so many clothes that I've set aside to sell. And so I'm going to be doing that. So that was my quick shopping haul. And explaining why, you know, trying to justify spending money on clothes at the moment. But when you go through the closet and it's just got rid of everything, you know, just paring everything down, saying, okay, well now, how many of this do I realistically need? How many of this? Like, so when I was doing this thing, or I'm going through Pinterest, and I'm like, you know, my closet is really small in the basement. That, I mean, that's like, how many hangers of clothes can I fit? How much do I actually wear? Where do I wear the clothes? I'm mostly at home, so I'm either at home or I'm at church. So it's like, I'm not dealing with little kids. I don't really need all those, like, I mean, as much as I like some of the clothes I had for doing my day home, I'm like, I don't need those easy to clean jogging pants, spandex type things that I had. I'm not really doing that anymore. So I actually stopped wearing jeans while I was doing my day home, because I found jeans very hard to wash every day. Just little kids, you know, doing things. Then, so that's what I'm doing. Again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who watches my channels, or who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.